is because I'm too shallow and I can't stand the vanilla faces and bodies anymore. And then there's a few mods because like in particular these Lua mod or that go with the script extender, because they're just too good. They're just too good. Like even something like glow in the dark, where in the evening all the windows are lit. It's just gorgeous. It's just really gorgeous. And then there's all kinds of gameplay mods. I really like that one. I have a companion. When I hit Q, if I'm targeting an enemy or if I'm targeting a creature or an NPC, boom, they're gonna go and attack. Obviously, if it's an innocent person, I get a bounty, which I've experienced a couple of times. I've learned my lesson. All right, hello, Hulanil. You are a fine Altmer, and my dad is a noble Altmer, just so you know. Marian, can you step closer? Because you see, Marian, I need you to. See, I'm gonna sell a lot of that. Let's try with telekinesis. She's not a good beast of burden. Yeah, there's quite a few mods. This is a lighter install, I promise you. All right. If I'm here, can I talk to you? No, you're still too far. That's a bit of a bummer. Things that I do want to sell. Not that. 130, 110, 112, 118, 14, 130. I still think she might be better with... I mean, let's do the math for a second. With a chop, which is the best attack with a spark, she does 1 to 18 damage, and because she has the enchantment and enchantments are not drained when companions use them, she does minimum 2 and maximum 22. If she goes with that one, it's 1 to 30, so I still think that's better. You're waiting for Skywind to play it again. Yeah, it might take a while though. I mean, the guys are working really, I'm saying the guys, like the team is working really hard, but I think it's going to be quite a few years until we get Skywind. Maybe before Elder Scrolls 6, but I'm really not sure. So you keep that, I sell that, you keep that. You seem to like using these. What is the armor she's wearing right now? Oh, I take your shield and you suddenly change armor. Okay, alright. So you're not using this one anymore. You're still using that. I'll give this back to you in a minute. You're still using that and that. You don't care about that. You don't care about these anymore. Ignore that. Ignore that. That's what you're wearing now. She doesn't like these. You know what? No, we won't sell them. We want a little bit of medium armor. A little bit of heavy and medium armor. In fact, no, this is steel. Maybe I should put the big heavy boots on. I mean, just how fab is it for a young sorceress to have spiky shoes to inspire dread? Maybe we'll keep it. I mean, it does. What does it do for our armor? Not 27, 26. Mostly, I want to increase my medium armor skill just to get the endurance. That's what I want. With the way Bethesda's Animax are going, Skywind will likely end up quite a bit better than than Elder Scrolls 6. It could be. I mean, we've had this conversation so many times, and I'm sure anyone who talks about Elder Scrolls is like, I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt. Who knows? You definitely don't need 3 pairs of trousers. No, come on, be reasonable. 1 shirt is enough. The potions are mine, we'll sell them later. Alright, let's start with that. And now it's gonna be a bit of a pain, because everything that I want to sell, I'm gonna have to drop on the floor. This I don't sell. Who's not gonna buy that? He's not. Medium chain, is that better than, I mean, rating 7, rating 5. Let's just go with everything medium, like so. So I want to sell you, and I want to sell you. Sorry, Marian, need to talk to you again. For the time being, please keep these. That was yours all along anyway. And now if I drop one more thing, it's gonna take a while, but I'm sorry, it has to be done. There we go. There we go. Alright. Then, now she's moving, huh? Then we pick up all our stuff. Okay, we get there. I fear for the future of Elder Scrolls. I wouldn't. Today actually with a friend we were talking about Star Wars, you know, the movies, and how with the later movies we sort of lost interest a little bit. But we immediately said, "Oh, we're gonna go see the next movie anyway." You know, there's with series, games, films, TV series, books actually also, that have been in your life for the longest time. Even if you feel they're not as good as when you fell in love with them, you kind of still want to see them, play them, read them, whatever it is. So even if a lot of people are a bit disappointed with Bethesda, I don't think it will ever be to the point that they're not even going to try the next game. Especially the Elder Scrolls. I don't know about the other games, I haven't actually played them. No, I haven't played any other Bethesda title. Oh yes, hang on. Dishonored is Bethesda, isn't it? But I
Fallout?
think... No, I've only played Fallout 1 and that was not Bethesda.
Played Fallout 4?
For 2 hours. Okay, I did play maybe 3 hours of Fallout 4. But my point is, even if people are disappointed, I don't think it's going to be to the point that I won't give a chance to the next game. You don't even try Fallout 76. No, I didn't. You didn't either. The thing is, for me, it was easy not to be tempted, because I don't have that connection with the Fallout series. Whereas I have tried Elder Scrolls Online because it's Elder Scrolls, and I did enjoy some of it. It's not all bad. Let's sell stuff, shall we? He's got 700. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna cheese it up a little bit, just a little bit. 200. Come on. Oh, come on! I'm an Altmer, and my dad is super rich. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How about that? Now he hates me because I'm a brat, I guess. For me, Fallout 1, 2, 3, New Vegas 4, and End. Oh, so you have played the whole series, but you had no interest in Fallout 76. And what, like, why is it like that? Is it because you heard the reviews and how everybody was disappointed and you were like, no thank you? Or was it because of the multiplayer aspect that is just not your jam? Of course I'll give it a chance, but I'm still worried. Exactly. I'm completely with you. I'm like, I kind of worry it's going to be a little bit like Fallout 76. It's going to be with the microtransaction, whatever they call them, it's going to be microtransaction. I worry about the mods. I'm quite sure that Bethesda will want to keep control over the modding scene. I'm worried, but I'll give it a try. I might even pre-order it. I don't pre-order games. On principle, I don't pre-order games. And now, unless I really want it, I don't get early access anymore. I thought there was, like, the format was exploited a little too much. So I kind of lost faith in it. I am not going to try Blades though. Even if my phone probably could run it. I did try it. Like, immediately when I tried it, the game I thought of was Infinity Blade on the iPad. I have an older iPad that could just about run it. And I really liked Infinity Blade because the way you fight, you slash in one direction with your finger, a little bit like Daggerfall. And you could parry and you could block and you could dodge and all kinds of things. And with Blades, I was like, oh, it could be the same thing, and I like that. But then it turns out you just tap to attack. I was a bit disappointed with that. Like, really, I was. And then I was disappointed that they showed me a Thalmor just like Skyrim. I was disappointed that the NPCs looked just like Skyrim. I was disappointed that the ruins, the alien ruins, looked just like Oblivion. So I felt a lot of things had been warmed up and mashed together to give us a game that is very, very clearly, I mean, it's a mobile game, so it follows a format, but you know, with the gems and the timers and everything, and so I gave up. Like, I was like, I don't have patience for that. But I did try it. As for tests, so just the Elder Scroll, I will give it a chance, but after 76 I worry a lot. Hopefully they learn. I mean, you know, the people in charge, the board of whatever they are, sure, they will consider the financial aspect, but normally, I mean, I'd like to believe that they learn from probably not from what we say, but from the numbers. And if they see that Fallout 76 didn't sell, then they're going to wonder why, and they will do their very best to avoid making the same mistakes. I mean, that's what I would do, and that's what I hope for. We'll see. Like when Wizards of the Coast brought a lot of licensed material back in-house before the 4th edition of D&D to increase control. Exactly, because, I mean, can you imagine if Bethesda had the monopoly? Right now, Bethesda sort of has control over mods on console. If you want to install a mod on your console and you buy Skyrim, you have to go through the Creators Club. With PC, we still have the freedom, but that's only because Bethesda realized much later the amount of money that people will be willing to pay for a mod. And I think now they got it, you know, after there was the Steam Workshop thingy, like, they were trying things out. So I'm quite sure with the Elder Scrolls 6, they're gonna have something else where from the beginning, if you want to mod for the game, you'll have to go through them. And then it can be monetized, or it can be, maybe, I don't know, it could be a little bit like the App Store on Apple, where as a creator, not of apps but of mods, you pay a certain amount of money to put your mod in the shop, and then people will buy it or not. I don't know, I have no idea, but I think it's gonna be a big part of it, because Bethesda would be stupid to ignore the modding scene and the potential, the financial potential there. I'd rather they just leave it alone because we're doing fine. But I would be very surprised. Only paid mod for the Elder Scrolls 6. I hope it's not going to be to that extent. But I don't think we'll have the control, like the freedom we have right now. Arch and Valerius, you're saying you're quite old and I like graphic improvements, but they are not enough for me to really enjoy a game. That's something that, where was it? Oh, it was on my Discord. We were talking about the prettier the graphics on a trailer, the more likely it is that the game doesn't have a lot of content, like, because the way a game looks is so important for probably younger players, maybe. I mean, we started with, 8 colors, for crying out loud. So, if you start with Super Mario, anything looks gorgeous after that. But for younger generation, I mean, if it's not photorealistic, it's probably not very good. So they put a lot of effort in the presentation, and then what comes behind is secondary, because if the presentation is good, your game is sold, and you know, once it's sold, it's sold. That's the way it is. Sovist, you're saying it's kind of unfair because Elder Scrolls was always kind of not cooked games, and mod community made them, you know, sell mod. I do agree, though only partially. It is true. I really do believe that the modding, I should play at the same time, shouldn't I? I'll try to do both, okay? We'll see how it goes. No promises. It is true that the modding community has done quite a lot to keep the series alive. I mean, if people still play Morrowind so much, if Bethesda is still selling copies of Morrowind, I know they gave it out for free for a little while, but if there's still something about Morrowind, it's because there's mods. Even though some people are still really happy to just play it vanilla on their console, and I totally respect that. But the mods certainly give the game some longevity that they wouldn't have otherwise, or not as much. So in that respect, thank you, modders. At the same time, I don't agree when people say, oh well, without us modders, the games wouldn't be so popular, so Bethesda should be thankful and grateful to us for that. Well, not really, because if we can make mods, it's because they gave us the construction set. I mean, they gave us the tools to make the mod. They don't owe us anything beyond that. And in fact, they could have, from the very beginning, monetized mods. They really could have, they just didn't think of it. So they don't owe us the mods, or the freedom to use the game assets to make more game content. They don't. It would be kind of cool if they acknowledged that in the past the modding community across, you know, all the games, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Daggerfall, Unity, if people still talk about Daggerfall, it's not because of the original game, it's thanks to Daggerfall Unity. So, to show their gratitude, it would be cool if they just let us mod the Elder Scrolls 6. Just let us mod it if we want it. Mods would be a thing even without the construction set. I don't know, like the construction set really make things easier. I remember when Skyrim came out, before the Creation Studio, I don't remember the name of the program for Skyrim, but before it was released, I know some people created mods, like there were mods before we were giving the program to do so, but I think you'll agree that not everyone, me for starters, would be able to do that without a program that helps you do that. For example, Soraya works like Andariel or Nerim were a relief for me. In what way were they a relief for you? That they gave you reasons to keep on playing the game because of these total conversions? Well, Andariel is a total conversion. Sure, I will be happy with or Nexus or buy mod. I'm in to have a choice. That's the case, brilliant. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm preparing myself mentally for it. That way, you know, worst case scenario, I shouldn't be too disappointed because I kind of saw it coming. We're gonna sell our books. The ebony, actually I should be able to sell the ebony, except I'm not able to carry it. Sorry, please keep the heavy rock. And the chromacuddle. And what else? Let's keep those. And these. No, I'm not giving you my money. No. And we'll take my boomstick for now, please. Okay, here we go. Let's go sell a few things. I mean, she's not gonna die now with that, you know, armor. She really should be okay. So we hope. Okay, let's go to my bastion quick before it closes, or it's early in the morning. It's hard to tell. Barter. I wish to sell useless things. I mean, useless for me. You know, a man's junk is another man's treasure or something, as the guy in Skyrim says. But, no, don't have him not selling you my money. I don't think so. Bastard. Even if I give him all my money, he doesn't even give me my, you know, my money. Come on, 380? It's a good price. That's a good price there. Let's see if he's got anything, you know, of interest for us. 45 hand-to-hand, no. Ooh, yes. I mean, I know the spell, but in a pinch, if you don't have the magicka for it, or if you want to make sure you can cast it without failing, then the amulet is good. Thank you for being super cool streamer. You're welcome. Really enjoy having conversation and watching your stream. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure entirely. There we go. Sorry, it took me a while to find that. There we go. I never think to use this. And I asked out and I said, I want to have emotes. I want to be able to have emotes. Now I do. Good. Alright, what do you have? Shard ball, no. Absorb health, but you know, that's not very useful. That could be useful. Probably more useful than detect key. I mean, I'm gonna keep the detect key because when you're looking for a key, that's good. Otherwise, I just don't think to look for it. So, there we go. And our mercantile increased. I mean, maybe no. No. I was gonna say maybe we're getting close to our level. Not at all. Not at all. That's a good try. I need to keep in mind we have the skill decay, so if I don't level up a skill for I think a week, it's going to get worse. I need to practice short blade, heavy armor. Hopefully it's not going to get worse. Need to practice my skills. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do a globe of light. I can't even cast this one successfully for sure. Wow. Prof, you're saying your last game you enchanted a piece of clothing with constant detect key. It was incredibly useful. I'm sure you found some keys you never knew existed. Oh. Like probably upstairs? That would be so useful in real life, right? Detect phone, detect key, detect wallet sort of thing. Huh, no, I assumed that the key was upstairs, but apparently it must be downstairs because I don't have such great distance, do I? 10 feet, it's like it's nothing 10 feet. Where is the key? Where is it? Man, bastion. Scooch a little bit. I mean, I think I'm right on top of it somehow. Where is that one? There's no room there. I'm trying to think if it could be on the other side, but there's no basement. Well, there's a key here, and even with the spell, I can't see it. Then again, I'm utterly rubbish at finding small items that have been just put there on the ground. Even when I know it's in the room, and you guys are telling me it's right in front of the crate, and it takes me forever. I think the worst was when I was testing mods, and there was a mod that put back a short, an ebony short blade back on the plateau where you get your Lalu mana, And I think we must have spent 40 minutes. I must have spent 40 minutes looking for it, and you guys telling me where it is, and me going, really? Where? Okay, from here. It was just shameful. That's what it was. So let's not look for the key. Instead, we're gonna go pray, restore our attributes, and get back to our Mage's Guild quest, because that's actually what we need to do. So let's go pray a little bit. It would be really sweet if I could get a point of illusion to make sure I don't lose my progress. I think the altar is no, the priestess is here. Ikfa, I know you, Ikfa. You're a trader. You sell potions. You know what? Maybe I am quite rich. He is carrying a key that doesn't actually open anything. The detect key detects it even if it's in a container. I didn't think it did. I thought it only detected a key if it was, you know, right there in the game space, rather than, I mean, NPCs are essentially glorified containers, isn't it? All right. What spells do you have? We have Flame God. Blah 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 blah. Restore strength. Yes, please. So when we get injured and we'll lose 20 points of strength, we're not all of a sudden encumbered, overburdened, and pretty much sitting duck, because that's what happens. Restore health, we have what we need. Cure disease, let's get one. Absorb health, that could be useful. I'm not sure I'm good enough to cast it, but it seems to be a very weak version of it, so let's do that. I might sell her potions that are not very useful. Marianne, let's give me back all the potions and the ingredients and the scrolls, actually, and the soul gems. Sure, I'll take them. Okay, causes you to detect all keys in the vicinity, whether out in the open, inside a container, or carried by an NPC. You see, the more you know. Or the more you play Morrowind, the more you know. Thank you for that, Marianne. Ikfa? Hi, Ikfa. Marianne. Your skooma and your moon sugar, you gave it to me again. Bad Marianne. Hang on. Yeah, that's mine. Like, she has 4,000 profit. When she dies, I can have everything back. Hopefully. She will never die. I'm taking great care of her. Alright. I am not doing any sort of alchemy, so we can sell that. It's just, you know, heavy stuff. Standard potions, I'm gonna keep. Swift swim. I probably won't need much of it because we have the amulet to water walk. Flynn we keep as a gift. Restore strength I keep. Restore speed, let's sell. She's not very rich though. Cheap, we don't care. Like, I don't care so much about the cheap potions because we are still limited, even in this install, we are still limited with the number of potions that we drink. So in combat in particular, to have lots of cheap potions, it's no point because I can drink 1 or 2 in the middle of a fight, no more. So instead, let's take
finally arrived.
Useful. Chaptown, thank you so much for the follow and welcome on in. Instead, we're gonna buy ourselves a little bit of cure poison. Cure paralyzation is good. Cure common disease, let's get a couple. I know the spell, but you know. Cure blight. No, not 6 of them. No. a couple. Here we go. Cheap, 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 cheap. Bargain. That's it. 400. Nice and even. There we go. Thank you for that, Ikfa. So that's what I wanted to show. There. I could probably have a second potion right now. Let's try. What do I have? It's there. I'm limited. I can't drink them back to back. And even if I wait 7 seconds, I might not have enough space in my stomach, basically, to have some more. Alright, I'm still overburdened. Come on. Marianne, help. Actually, Marianne, this is yours, so you're welcome. That's what I want to wear. And these we're just keeping. Probably need to go back to the school and dump stuff in our inventory. Samia. She's the one who is typically in the inn, isn't she? I think. And Sir Walk-a-Lot, hello. The Morrowind music is so calming. I really should play it again. You really should play it again. I confirm that. I only ever did a warrior character. Oh. I'm not very keen on the warrior characters. Typically, I'm drawn to the rogue with a little bit of magic, you know, because it helps in a pinch. And, but definitely, I mean, even if you like to play a warrior, you can go for more like a crusader with a cause. So that would be a bit different, maybe some religious aspect in there, or go for a barbarian. I mean, there's so many things you can do. Play it again, is all I'm saying. Alright, that's done. Thank you. It's a bit dark because it's 6 o'clock in the morning and they're all a bit sleepy, but I really need some of that. I want to restore my attributes. Thank you. Now we're good. Now we're all good. And we probably should stay here just a little bit and practice. For example, mysticism shouldn't be too hard. Let's wait until we get some stamina back. And yes, the Morrowind music, there's something about it. There's something about it. Even though right now I don't have the headphones because they hurt. But I do love it. Mysticism improved, done. Alteration. How long is it gonna take? I'm sorry, it's not fun, but if I don't improve my skills, they're gonna get worse. Oh, there it is. Alteration 38, 38. And every time we cast, we get 4 points. Well, if you need to get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of water, a cookie, a pizza, I don't know whatever, toilet break, just go for it. Okay, let's wait until my fatigue comes back. I want to get 1 point in most schools of magic. Not only is it going to go towards my level, it's gonna make sure I don't get my skills don't decay. I have a very special casting style. Alteration, check. We should do some conjuration. Problem with conjuration is like you have to wait 30 seconds, I think 15 seconds. What else do we have with conjuration? I mean, summon a goblin or scam, that's 15 seconds, so I'd have to wait. I don't have a turn undead spell, but I believe the lady next door did. Excuse me, Marion. Just don't stay in the doorway. Thank you. Let's talk to the lady again, assuming she's still there. She is still there. I think you had... Sorry, I want to spell. I think you had a turn undead. The Blessed Touch. Perfect. I'm not... We'll try it. I'm not 100% sure that... You know, if you cast it without a target, I'm not sure it's gonna work. We might try to use it on Marianne. Maybe she'll forgive us because we are such good friends. Okay. Whatever we do, we need to have a little more oomph so we can try the spells. Okay, so if we try the Blessed Touch, I was Blessed Touch. Right now my conjuration is at 36. If I cast it on nothing particular, it does nothing. Forgive me, Marianne. Yeah, it's not a good spell to train. Oh well. So that's how we train. First we get a bow, then we get a scamp. It's Dobby! It sounds a bit like Dobby too, honestly. And as soon as we lose the bow, we cast it again. It's gonna take forever. Then again, 36, 44, yeah, it's 4 points per cast. It's gonna take a bit of time. We're probably not going to wait until we level that up. It's gonna be too long. Enchant, we should do something about that. Mysticism done. Destruction. I think destruction, we just need to go and kill rats with our Ball of Frost and we should be good. Let's try and do that. I wonder if using this actually goes towards my enchant skill. It really should. I mean, normally when you use an enchanted sword that cast on strike, it does contribute to your... Where's the exit? That's not it. It does contribute to your enchantment, right? Let's test that. Let's find ourselves a mud crab or something. Hello, Knight. Do they really allow you to paint your face like that in the Order of Knights? Doubtful. You can try the cave down there. I mean, the NPCs are quite strong. They've killed more than one level 1 character. But I'm full of hope. And this is not permadeath, so if we don't try things now, we never will. Love the water. Not when I get closer, I need to fix it. Prof, you said it was something with the new MGE, which is probably true because I just installed the latest one. What a sorceress I am. Good. I'm definitely going to get some magicka back before we go in there. Manamu. Manamu. Of course. Of course it's Manamu. What else? What else could it be? Not a simple name like Cave. Who would want that? Magica is not coming back, so I don't know. Potion? I thought it was fixed in the latest version. I think I'm using a version from the Discord and I don't have the problem. I'll grab it from the Discord. That's the Nexus one. And honestly, normally I just I have my empty Morrowind installation that has only Morrowind and the important tools such as MGE, MCP, Test 3 mod. But this time I was like, okay, let's get the latest versions. Shouldn't have. Okay, here we go. Oh, you're already attacking. Come on. Let's have a little bet, shall we? And the question is, are we going to clear this cave alive? Obviously. Now, even though it's not permadeath, to win the bet, I have to be able to kill everyone in there without dying myself. If I do, I simply lose the bet, but it's not game over, which is refreshing from permadeath. Okay, now let's... Marianne, you're with me? Good, okay. Let's not sneak. Did I buy Restore Health by any chance? No, of course not. Why would I? And I'm already so badly injured. I just paid for a healing. Did you bet? Yes, you did bet. It doesn't look too good right now, guys. I don't want to, you know, spoil it for you, but it doesn't look good. We do have a couple of scrolls. And we have 700 for yes and 170 for no. Okay, I'm gonna do my best. This is what I want. Of course, overburdened. I'm dead. I'm so sorry, guys. Grumble, well done. And because, like, I don't know how much you made, but because a lot of people voted yes, and you're the only one who voted no, you probably made a nice amount of money. I'm gonna try again, obviously, and be better prepared. That's the important thing. I should have cast all my spells before it. No, that's not what I want. No, I don't want the bow. What did I do? What did I do? Goblin, go! Goblin is gonna do the job. I know it. I don't know if I have a bow. Can I still get a dagger? Yeah. That's what I should have done. Let's grab that. Okay, Goblin, you're with me? Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Jordan, welcome back. Lovely to see you again. I want to be ready with my goblin. No, my goblin. For the next one. How is your weekend treating you, Jordan? Are you still dreaming of that lovely, lovely steak you had? Because I must tell you, it really looked lovely. Thank you, Goblin. My Goblin is just a killer. We love the Goblin. It's my own personal Dobby. Let's not be too tired, otherwise I won't be able to. Don't even need teeth for that steak. Wow, I must say I'm a little curious to see just how delicious that could be. I'm not super crazy about meat. In fact, I hardly ever have any meat, but when I do, that's a meme, isn't it? But when I do, I do like to have better one. If it's just low quality, I'd rather not have it at all. But obviously, never had anything like that steak that you had. And get a dagger ready if they get close to me. And in fact, I think I can help with a dagger. That's good. Now, however, this one with a big nasty sword, I don't know. Shield blade improved, that's good. I needed to improve at least once. Your blunt... Oh, I finished it with my... Oh my goodness, in the heat of battle, I didn't realize I was fighting with my stick. Good, good one, good one. Let's go get rid of that. Get rid of that. And Marion? Do you feel like you'd like to use this? I'm just giving them to you in case you think you'll like them. You're welcome. You should try it. It's worth the experience. Well, I'll think of it. Not quite sure where to go to get something like that. Also, you know, my birthday, like yours, is gone. So anyway, I'm gonna have to wait a whole year. Japanese steakhouse. That's what it was? A Japanese steakhouse.
Death awaits.
No poison for you. I did. I didn't. I did. Yay me. Yay me. Okay, what else? Turn around. My companion is knocked unconscious. No, she's not. She's right there. Why didn't I buy some restore health? Why? Why? I mean, we're gonna try a heal.
No. Exceed. Honor. No. Exceed. Honor.
Ouch. Oh, I gotta heal. Okay. I gotta heal. Let's make sure we're not too tired. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit to do anything else. How about... low chance to cast that. I'd better not. That hurt you. That hurt you. No, stop it. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist the magic. Don't resist the magic. Okay. Good news. We survived that fight. Bad news. I'm not too sure about Marion. Kobe. Oh, there you are. You feeling okay, Marion? Good stuff. I'm so glad you feel okay. I mean, those injuries are so nasty. Because 10 points of strength. Whee! I mean, that's okay. And yay! That is so good. Flynn, always good to make people like us. It's the best gift ever. I don't even bother picking up the armor. Like, it's not worth the price, like worth the weight. Already read that. So, Jordan, how are you going to ever top that next year? Where do you go from there? Is there in the world some even better steak? Because at some point, I mean, that's what I told you. It does that ruins regular steaks for you. Dry age steaks. Okay, I see you're ready. I see you have your answer ready. So you know what you're doing next year, yeah? Maybe. You know what? This one is so... That's not what I wanted. There. Come on, it's level 5. Be serious. You want to be a laughing stock? Even Fargoth can open that. That's it. You just have to find a way to, you know, that's trapped. You just have to find a way to motivate your character to do better. Oh, nice. Yeah. Marianne, help. Too heavy. Sadrith too. I need a companion that can carry a lot more than that. I wish we have some Japanese steakhouse in Belarus. I mean, obviously places like London, New York, Paris, you will find pretty much any sort of delicacy to be found all over the world, assuming you have the money for it. It's the yeah, I guess it's the advantage of living in a large city like that. The disadvantage is for a lot of people, you live in those cities and you have all those amazing things, but to actually be able to enjoy them and pay for them is a different matter entirely. But yes, it would be lovely to try. Marianne, things are too heavy for me, and I thought you could carry the booze because you're the grown-up, and maybe I can actually try to recharge my wand, which is also good for my enchant skill. Actually, let's check how much. 56. Okay, 56. Then I recharge an item. And my skill is 74. Yeah, like enchanting, when you're actually recharging things, gives you quite a bit of it. You live in Paris? No, I'm in London right now. In London. Same difference, honestly, like culturally, like the way of life in both cities, I think it's pretty much the same thing. Maybe London is a little more international, but not all that much, I don't think. I'd rather a Japan trip, but she wants a romantic vacation. You are planning... Okay. Next year for my birthday and the girl Golden birthday, we are going to do a Paris trip. Ooh, very romantic indeed. I'm not a big fan of capital cities, even though, you know, I live in London and I'm French, so I should be, oh, Paris is great. It's great. The really lovely place in Paris is Montmartre, because it's got those little cafes. It's very, very romantic and very, very Paris. That's what it is. If you stick to the center, then obviously it's quite beautiful. How do you spell it? Montmartre, like that. It's the artist cafe place sort of thing. So it's very bohème sort of thing, very bohème chic. It's nice. It's nice. And if it's not raining, then it's a jackpot, especially for a romantic. That's the way it is. Alright, I'm still overburdened. I'm still trying to do things to my companion, but we don't need those cheap clothes. That's for, you know, peasants. Might as well drink that because I don't want to carry it. And we're gonna keep on recharging things. And leveling up, lovely. Two levels in enchant. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Ah, so much better. Halfway to our level. Look at that. Let me know. I mean, it might not be, I don't know, you know, if you're going for sort of a tour where things are already planned for you, which is fine, like especially the first time. It's perfectly fine to, you know, see the Eiffel Tower, walk down the Champs-Élysées, and then when you go a second time, no, I definitely don't want to fight with that. Marianne, be ready. There's oh, there she is.
Run while you can.
Relaxation and some access to good shopping. I think you'll be fine. Like food and shopping, you'll get. Destruction too, nice. Now if you could just die, it would be brilliant. Why isn't she dying? And I am overburdened again because of the stupid injury. Fortunately, I'm ready for that one. Okay, now I can move. Let's have restore fatigue. Didn't I get some of that? I did. Is it too soon to drink it? Yeah, 5 seconds. Whew. Well done, Marianne. Well done. I want that. Let's catch our breath before we go on. But I don't think there are many more enemies in there. See, if I hadn't died straight away when I got in there because I was not prepared, I probably would have managed. I would have won that bet. Nothing too interesting there. There was a rat. I did not realize. I need to build my strength up. How do I build my strength up? By Mora is strength. Decide to become a smith sorceress. Otherwise I have no skills for that. Just, you know, pick up a weapon and buy some training. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy some training in whatever, sword, blunt, to have a little bit more strength, because right now it's ridiculous. Let's use up this soul gem. It clearly wasn't a very heavy soul gem. Thunderfall, hello, what are you? Shock damage. Gonna be overburdened again, for sure. But good booze, quality booze that people are going to appreciate, like Marianne. Would you like a nice glass of Flynn? I thought you were the type. Honestly, I thought you were the type. Okay. We should be quite close to the end of this one. That quick loot mod is so amazing. It's so good, isn't it? And the best part, all these script extender Lua mods, you have the in-game menu for them. So if I look at this one, what am I looking at? Quick loot. Here it is. You can actually set up which keys you want. So for me, if I only want to take the item that is highlighted in blue, I press Z. If I want to take all of them, I press X. But you can choose, like I mean, you can see for yourself. That's lovely. Like even when we have mods that give us options, you need to select a particular file, like ESP for it, because there would be like my lucky coins. You know this one. There's 3 ESP. There's rare, rarer, rarest. With Lua, maybe lucky coin could be rewritten in Lua. With Lua, you don't have to select a different mod altogether. You just change the settings in games. So it's pretty cool. It's